Hi everyone, so today I'm going to be doing my wrap up. Now this wrap up is going to be a little different because I'm going to be doing my October and my November wrap up. I didn't do a wrap up back in October because I'd only read one book that month, so I'm going to include it in this one since I read a little bit more in November and I'm hoping to read even more in December. So let's begin with the only book I read in October, and that was Not That Kind of Girl by Lena Dunham. This is her memoir that she came out with at the beginning of November, I think, and it was absolutely fantastic. I recommend this to any girl in her early 20s or who's just heading out to college, because this is pretty much what it's like. It's not all fun and games when you get out there in the real world, but it is an experience and you should learn to experience everything that you can. And she does. There's a lot of controversy around this book because of a couple scenes that she mentioned. I remember reading those scenes and they aren't necessarily as bad as what people are making them out to be. I think it's just the way she worded it was a little weird, but it's Lena Dunham, so she's a little odd, but it's good. It's a good odd. It's a good book. I gave it 5 stars out of 5, and I definitely recommend this book. Now on to November. In November I read 3 books, kind of. I started 2 of these back in September, I believe, maybe October. The first book that I finished, though, I did start in November, and that is Grave Mercy by LaFevers. One of my goals for this year was to read all of the books that I received last year for Christmas. That's not going to happen, but this was one of them, and this was very high on my list. So I'm excited that I finally got to read this. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. It was really good. It had its dull moments. I don't think it could need it to be as big as it was, but it was really good. I look forward to reading the next 2 because the final book in this trilogy is finally out, and I'm very much looking forward to reading it. The second book that I finished, I read through, I didn't read necessarily, I listened to it on audible.com, and that is Beautiful Darkness. I posted a video a while ago saying that I wasn't planning on finishing this series anytime soon, but then I found the audiobooks on Audible, and I actually really enjoy listening to these books. I find that there's a different experience when I'm listening to the books because you can actually hear the songs, there's different voices. It's just a really good listen. I'm currently listening to Beautiful Chaos, and I'm also really enjoying this one. I gave this book 4 out of 5 stars. And the final book that I read during the month of November is The Son of Neptune. I finished this right at the end. Yes, I finished this right at the end of November on the 26th. I absolutely enjoyed this book. I read The Lost Hero months and months ago because I was planning on reading all of the books before Christmas, and I still plan on doing that. If you've seen my December TBR, you will see that the other books in the series are included in my TBR. I'm really looking forward to reading the rest of this series. I gave this book a 5 out of 5 stars. So overall, November has been the best reading month since I went back to school, probably because I didn't have a whole lot going on. I was out of my reading slump and I got in this big reading mood. I'm hoping that I'm going to continue on with this awesome reading mood and that I will end up reading many books so that when I do my December my December wrap up, it will be a much longer video instead of this short one. So because it is so short, I am going to also include a what I'm reading this week to let you know what I've been reading. So right now I'm reading 2 books. The first book that I'm reading is My True Love Gave to Me, by Stephanie Perkins. This is just the dust jacket because I have it out in another room and I'm too lazy to go get it. I'm only on the second story. I really enjoyed Rainbow Rowell's story, but the second story, I can't remember, it's like The Lady and the Fox. I'm not enjoying it as much, but I'm pushing through it, kind of like skimming over it, because I do really want to read every single one of these stories. But so far, I am really enjoying it. And the next book that I'm currently reading is one that is not on my TBR. I know it's right at the beginning of the month, and I'm already swaying away from my TBR, but I have a good reason. A friend of mine loaned me this book and it just sounded so good that I needed to pick it up right away, and it is Zeus Grant's Stupid Witches by Cory O'Brien. This is basically a history of the gods from different points of view, and it's done in a very hilarious way. In Zeus Grants Stupid Witches, Cory O'Brien, creator of Myths Retold, sets the story straight. These are rude, crude, and totally secret texts told the way they were meant to be told, loudly and with a lot of four-letter words. Skeptical? Here are a few gems to consider. Zeus once stuffed an unborn fetus inside his thigh to save its life after he exploded its mother by being too good in bed. The entire Egyptian universe was saved because Sekhmet just got too hammered to keep murdering everyone. The Hindu universe is run by a married couple who only stop murdering in order to throw sweet dance parties on the corpses of their enemies. The Norse goddess Freya once consented to a 4-dwarf gangbang in exchange for one shiny necklace. If those don't intrigue you about this book, I don't know what will. This book is absolutely fantastic. I really suggest that you read this. I'm not very far in. I managed to get through the Greek gods. I'm currently working on the Norse gods, which is the second, because it goes through all the different ones. We have Sumerian, Chinese, Hindu, Judeo-Christian, Egyptian, Norse, and the United States of America. So there's a lot of diversity in here, and it's so far so hilarious. I will keep you updated on these books, and check out my Twitter to see if I post any more incredible quotes. So that is it for today's video. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up. And if you want to see more, please hit that subscribe button. I will see you next time. Bye!